Up, Whatty Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Fairy Tail Chapter 496. I know at some point I gotta get Fairy Tail plushies to do these videos with, but until I get money or until I have some Nerdigans donate them, I can't do that, sadly. So I'm going to have little Armin, who's just adorable, do it with me. And I don't even know if my wall can handle more plushies. I will make it work somehow. I will make a hashtag make it work moment once I get more anime plushies when the time comes. But anyway, last chapter we had motherfucking GILDARTS arrive on the scene. I'm so excited, and just the cover of this chapter, I love that it's called Forward. And I love the cover of this chapter because we have GILDARTS. And the question, why is GILDARTS making this strange face? 1, he's hungry. 2, he's in the middle of a staring contest. 3, he's practicing his weird face routine. I love it. I love Hiro. I love Hiro. I love you, Hiro. Alright, let's get to this. Oh, man. Here we go. GILDARTS. That's just like GILDARTS. GILDARTS finally returned. Alright, wow. Yeah, that face. Sereena's like, whatever. And Grace's like, so he finally came back. That old geezer is as reliable as ever, eh? And Ursa's like, so you could say that again. And, oh, GILDARTS, the sketchy back alleys were, Kana's like, what sketchy back alleys were you lurking around in this whole time, you shit for brains? I love that line. I think that's my favorite line so far. Ever since GILDARTS came back, that's my fucking favorite line. What sketchy back alleys were you lurking around in this whole time, you shit for brains, Dad? Kana. GILDARTS, Kana, you're so freaking adorable. Hey, give it a rest already. Don't forget, there's an enemy staring you right in the face. Oh, come to think of it, you're right. Thing is, I can't make sense the magic power of a living human within this little punk here. I could tell he was a formidable mage for sure. If he were alive, he'd be a force to be reckoned with, but the way he is now, he's nothing but a small fry. See, this right here proves my point that I made at the end of the last Manga Nerdigan discussion for chapter 495. If this is a one-shot, I'm not going to be mad about it, because GILDARTS just did it right here. This is going to be a one-shot. If Serena was alive and GILDARTS was fighting Serena, I would expect a longer fight. This would be probably a more drawn-out fight. But because Serena is dead, and this is probably why Hiro did it this way, where he had Actilogia just slaughter Serena, then, and this is probably, and instead of having GILDARTS do it, it's probably why Hiro did it this way, which is pretty freaking smart. Serena is like, haha, blathering like a mindless idiot is common when faced with the might of Serena of the 8 dragons. What? Wendy's like, whoa, that power. Wow, what's with this magic power? It's obscene. Are you all right, Romeo? I'm not, Wendy, not even close. I charged in so passionately at the start of the battle, but this is just too much. The sheer number of enemies staring us down, it's terrifying. I'm beyond pathetic. My legs, they've been trembling from the beginning. Wendy says, I'm certain that deep down, everyone else is scared as well. We just need to rely on one another and give it our all. What a sandstorm? I can't see a thing. Oh, motherfucker. Dry out and wither to your deaths. Gray, I love it. I love Gray's response. Not this douche again. Yes, Gray, I love you. Gray just took the words right out of my mouth. Not this douche again. Magnolia has been enveloped in and Ursa says the obvious. Magnolia has been enveloped in a sandstorm. Elfman, you useless fuck. I'll make a manly path for everyone. Not so like Elfman. Just leave this to me. A little sand won't leave a scratch on a sand beast. Antillean pit. You could stand to lose a few pounds, elf. Lasagna, you're a sight for sore eyes. Oh, I love this form of lasagna. It's really pretty. I love it. My, they're quite the meddlesome bunch when they're all together. Mira! I'll be your opponent. Let's do this. Oh, man. How utterly vulgar. Oops. Ha, yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about. I shall deliver them all to the depths of the underworld. A shadow? God, come if you dare. I'll blow you all to bits. It seems a rather noisy fly has made its way into my territory. Lord Rogue, Lady Minerva. Rogue, huh? I don't see Sting. It seems we were separated when that light appeared in the sky. Why the fuck are they here? Why? Why? Ugh. Whatever. Makes sense. This is Sting we're talking about. There's no cause for concern. But how did the two of you find your way here? As it so happens, this young lass showed us the way. Hello, she's a fairy tale member. Yeah, things are finally starting to pick up around here. A shadow, is it? Madam, their magic power. Indeed. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, Rogue does seem like a bit, other than Gajeel, Rogue does seem like a good match for seems like a good match for the Reaper, because just think for Bradman, because if you think about it, Rogue does have shadow powers, and Bradman is used as like a shadow power in itself. So this is actually a good matchup. So I'm not gonna hate this. I'm not gonna hate this too much. But anyway, I was kind of hoping we would have Levy here, because I'd love to see like a Levy revenge match. I really did, but it just wouldn't have worked. I just would have been a disadvantage. But anyway, Madam, their magic power. Indeed, it seems we are dealing with the Walking Dead. So Minerva is able to sense it. There should be a puppet master controlling them somewhere in the vicinity. Yukino, can I leave them to you? Understood. You're all so sweet. Even though it's not for your own guild, you're fighting so valiantly. Who exactly is the swinging character? That's Angel's so funny. Everyone's fighting, and that's like, here we go. Everyone's fighting with all they've got, all to make it back to our guild. Come and get some! You shall never make it through us. We won't allow you to reach his majesty. That's what the soldiers are. I love Nazis like, come and get some. And the soldiers are like, you shall never make it through us. We won't allow you to reach his majesty. My magic is being broken apart. Well, duh! It's motherfucking GILDARTS, dumbass! Your Historia is gonna be destroyed. It's a real shame. I always wanted to see which one of us would be the last man standing when you were at your full power. Crushing evil, spreading the truth. Poor God, Serena. Let's... Oh, GILDARTS! Oh, GILDARTS! Oh my God, Empyrean! Oh my God! I'm sorry, I read it wrong. Empyrean! Holy shit! I told you guys! I called it! This is gonna be a one-shot! I fucking called it! I get a hashtag called it! I called it! I called it! I called it! I knew this shit was gonna be a one-shot, and as GILDARTS said at the beginning of the chapter, if this was good, if God Serena was at his full power, it might have been a little bit of a longer battle. I don't know, because at the same time, I'm not sure if it would have been a one shot, because if it still would have been a little bit longer, because remember, Acnologia one shot at God Serena, and GILDARTS has been training this for a year as well, so we have to think about this too. and Nerdigans, I want to know this as well. If you think this as well, do you think that GILDARTS is at the same level as Acnologia, or do you think he's close to the same level as Acnologia at this point? Because the reason why I asked this is because he already one-shotted God SERENA, and he said that he wanted to fight him at his full power. So now there's another question that needs to be brought too. When God SERENA was fighting Acnologia, was God SERENA even at his full power? Because I don't think he was at his full power when God SERENA was fighting Acnologia. Because I think Acnologia just came in and just one-shotted him and then left. God SERENA didn't even power up at all. Acnologia just came in, killed him, and left. So one needs to ask, if God SERENA was at his full power, do you think God SERENA would have even had a chance at the Acnologia? And if that's the case, do you think that GILDARTS would even have a chance at the Acnologia if God SERENA didn't even have a shit chance at the Acnologia? So something to think about. But I want to know flat out from you, Nerdigans, do you think that GILDARTS is from where he was before, earlier on in the story? Do you think that GILDARTS can stand up to the Acnologia or not? Anyway, let's pick up the pace, people. The guild's just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Forward. I love that we have the title in here. Yeah. Oh, is his icy gate? Okay, his true strength is shadowed by a cold veil, and veil the winter general. Clench. Yeah. Is his icy gaze already fixated on the outcome of the war? To be continued in chapter 497, the Winter Mage. Okay, so now the next battle in the next chapter, I got a feeling, is the Gray battle. I think we're going to have our Gray battle in the next one. I can't wait for it. It's going to be fucking awesome. Unless you Nerdigans think that we're going to still see more GILDARTS. But I think Gray's not going to let GILDARTS do it. Gray's going to be like, no, GILDARTS? No, this is my fight. It's an Ice Mage. Let me do this shit. I want to show off my Ice Devil Slayer powers. I want to see that shit. I want to see Gray step up and say to the GILDARTS, basically, no, GILDARTS, this is my fight. This is an Ice Mage. You guys need to go on ahead to the guild. I want to see it. I want to see this happen. And I want to know what you Nerdigans think. Do you think that the next chapter is going to be a great fight? And this one's not going to be a one-shot. This is not going to be a one-shot battle at all. Because the Ice Mage is going to be a little bit trickier with Gray. And I think this one with Gray is probably going to be, my guess is going to be, I'm going to guess, maybe guess/predict. I'm going to go with 2 chapters at least 2 chapters for this one, for the Gray fight. And then, so I want to know what you Nerdigans think about this. Do you think that the next one, first questions I'm going to leave you with. Do you Nerdigans think that GILDARTS is up to the level of the Acnologia based on this fight that we saw with God SERENA? And second, do you think, because God SERENA didn't use his full power, based on the not that. What was the other one? Second, do you think that the next fight is going to be Gray versus the Winter Mage, based on the next chapter, the title of the next chapter? And 3, how many chapters do you think it's going to last, and who do you think is going to win? Because I do not think Gray is going to let GILDARTS fight this one. This is going to be his fight. That's for sure. Anyway, this is a really good chapter. This was a good chapter of Fairy Tail. Hero is stepping up his game, especially since Bleach is ending this week. Hero is definitely stepping up his game. So I want to know what you Nerdigans thought of this chapter as well. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. And if you want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, there's a couple of things that you can do. You can either donate to the Nerdigans Inc. Patreon, or you can purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wish list. Both links are in the description box below. And I should be getting, one of my Nerdigans said they're going to be sending me a copy of Final Fantasy Type 0 pretty soon, so I should be starting Video Game Nerdigans pretty soon, hopefully. And one of my other Nerdigans said they're going to be sending me some other stuff for the PS4 as well, so hopefully I should have that stuff set up and ready to go hopefully later this month. But yeah, if there's stuff that is not on the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wish list, that you want me to add that you'd like to donate, please let me know either on my Twits, which you should follow me on Twits anyway if you don't already. That's in the description box below as well. My Twits handle is anyway. Or hit me up on YouTube, especially if you want to send me something in particular. If you want to do a collab, hit me up on Twits or YouTube as well, and we'll work something out. And until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. So bye.